Good afternoon, Fargo. Tony Gehrig, Fargo City Commissioner, on live stream on Facebook and also making a video for the Fargo City website. I'm going to be talking about how I voted for the March 11th, 2019 Fargo City Commission meeting. There's 5 issues I want to talk about today. It's been a long time since I've done one of these videos, so I'll have a few of them being pushed out today. Number 1 is going to be the Board of Equalization will be meeting on April 9th at 7:30 in the morning at the City Commission chambers. This is more of a PSA than anything else. If your home got revalued and you want to dispute that value or want to talk about that value, that would be a great opportunity to go ahead and do that. I think you'd be surprised how often the City Commission reevaluates how much your home is worth, and it could be moved down, which obviously result in fewer taxes for you. So if you have questions or comments or a problem, please come to that meeting. We assessed a lot of homes for sewer repair. So from the boulevard to the street, if a line broke there, it can be a $10,000, $12,000. There was one bill that was, I think it was $45,000 for one business had as an assessment. Now, most people know that I'm opposed to special assessments. I want to find a way to reduce or remove special assessments altogether. However, there are uses for special assessments, especially when they're voluntary. These assessments are not given to you without your asking for it. So if you are someone who's on maybe a fixed income or doesn't have good credit and you have a sewer line break and you don't have the money in your pocket, or you have a problem getting a loan, the City of Fargo will provide that service for you. They'll repair. You can choose who repair that line, and then we will assess you at about a 4 or 5% interest rate for that. So this is a voluntary situation. This is one of those special assessments that makes sense, that I actually support, but it's because it's voluntary, and we're not telling you that you have to have a special assessment. The Land Development Code, we're going to do a diagnostic on our Land Development Code, and what that is, the Land Development Code is how we do our zoning. There's a lot of people out there that are unhappy with the way we're doing our zoning, whether they think that the zoning is too restrictive or not restrictive enough. There's a lot of opinions out there. I'm of the opinion that I believe that our zoning is far too restrictive, which causes a lot of problems. It makes it so we have to move things around a lot. We can change the zoning for different areas a lot, which causes some strife in neighborhoods, especially established neighborhoods. I believe that if we had less rules, you would be able to build the garage that you want to build as high as you want to build it. Or you'd be able to, build that business that you want where you want it to be built. Now, I'm not saying a free-for-all. There has to be some rules in place. However, I believe that because we are so restricted with our zoning, it gives people a false sense of security that nothing will ever change in their neighborhood because the zoning says a certain way, but we can always change that zoning. So that's going to be a good conversation to have. I'm looking forward to hearing what the diagnostic comes up with. We had my son's here as well. So we had an amendment to the partnership agreement with the Diversion Authority and the Army Corps of Engineers. Basically what that means is they're pledging more dollars towards the FM diversion, which is obviously good news. That money is not in our pocket yet. It's good news that they're willing to at least put forth the idea of providing more dollars. But I want to see it somewhere more than just a contract to say it's appropriate and things like that. So as the cost of the diversion comes up, we have to find ways for that funding. One of the big ways that's going to come about is with the federal government stepping up more dollars, and also with the state stepping up more dollars. Otherwise, you are going to see an assessment. We all know that if you own property in the City of Fargo, you do have an assessment sitting on your home for the diversion. If we have to pull that trigger, it's going to be $750 million coming out of people of Fargo and Cass County that will go towards the diversion through the process of assessments, which obviously no one wants to see happen. But in order for that not to happen, the federal government has to put more dollars forward. So it's good news that they're pledging more dollars. The last thing that we're all hearing about is flooding in Fargo. We had Bruce Grubb gave us a presentation talking about the spring flood outlook for Fargo. Obviously, it's hard to tell. If it rains in the next coming weeks, if we have a really hot day, let's say we have a 50-degree day, things like that. We don't know exactly what's happening to the south of us. But as of right now, we shouldn't, in my opinion, see, 5 million sandbags required, or even 1 million sandbags. I'm happy that people are volunteering to get those 1 million sandbags in place. I think it's smart for the mayor to declare an emergency. You want to be prepared. It's better to be over-prepared than under. Declaring an emergency really doesn't cost the City of Fargo very much, or if anything at all. And I think it's a smart thing to do. However, I think that we're going to see major flooding, but with the work that we've done over the last decade or so, you'll see that for the most part, most people will be unimpacted by this flood, and hopefully all the things we put in place over the last decade and more will hold back those waters. So I have a positive outlook for the flood coming up here, and hopefully we don't get a whole lot of rain between now and then. So that was your how I voted for the March 11th, 2019 Fargo City Commission meeting. If you have questions about this video or any other video I'll be posting here in the coming few minutes, you can always call me on my cell phone. You can email me at the City of Fargo. You can also comment on the video, share the video, and I'm always looking forward to hearing what people think. So please keep watching the videos, and please keep watching how your Fargo City Commissioners are spending your tax dollars. Thank you.